Welcome back to the Wokest Grammar, guys. I have some exciting news for you guys now. You remember when we were all just sitting around, loving Toy Story, having a good time, loving that movie? I remember it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And then you remember when they were like, hey, let's get rid of Mr. Potato Head? And we're like, wait, why? And they're like, it's offensive. And we're like, how is that offensive? And now we have this. Here we go. You ready?
I brought Mrs. Potato Head. I went and got her today. Does she matter in your life right now? Is this what's important to you right now? That she is able to be a girl, Mrs. Potato Head? I mean, I could take her nose and her mouth off, and then she would just be a potato. This is not, this is what they're talking. I mean, Charlie, this is more important to them than healthcare.
It does feel like we're living in a movie version of Idiocracy.
Michael, it seems ridiculous for me to be sitting right here on a primetime television news show with a Mrs. Potato Head next to me. But this is what they're doing on the right. This is the equivalent of what Republican governance has become. Hanging around with a potato and making sure that the potato is a girl or a boy because God made potato, not potato and potato. That is literally the Republican platform at this moment.
Oh.
The purpose of politics is to solve problems, not to complain about this. And Mrs. Potato Head, thank you for joining us. You didn't have a lot to say, but thank you for being here. Look, here's Mrs. Potato Head. I brought Mrs. Potato Head. I went and got her today.
Okay.
Look, here's Mrs.
So they're trying to say that we brought up the potato head thing? We didn't bring it up. You guys are trying to get rid of Mr. Potato Head. You're the loons who did it. That's like me walking up to you being like, hey, your zipper is undone. And you're like, oh, really? And you look down, and you're like, no, it's not. My zipper's not undone. And you're like, why are you talking to me about your zipper? Why are you talking to me about your junk? I'm filing a sexual harassment claim. Like, you guys are crazy talking about your zippers over here. Like, you're the one who told me my zipper was undone. You guys are the ones who came here and said, Mr. Potato Head's this horrible thing that's misogynistic or something. Who knows? I barely looked into it. I've looked into it enough to know it's absolute trash. Why are we trying to get rid of Mr. Potato Head? Why are we defending it? Because you guys are going to the lunacy level. They said it's like idiocracy. Yeah, it is. When you guys do something like an idiot would do, we're going to say something. We're going to be like, whoa, dude, that's idiotic. Don't do that. So I don't get why we're being labeled as the people who started this. Dude, you guys are the people who brought this up in the first place. Instead of healthcare, and I like how she pivots to this is what they want instead of healthcare. Like healthcare is even an issue right now. I'm sorry. We are still in the midst of Corona right now. We have all our rights being squashed down on, all our freedoms just wiped out the door, random laws being placed, new laws every day. Whoever wants to do whatever in what state or how it's going to go, we don't know. We have no clear vision. We have a president who doesn't have a clear vision. We have a potato in chief. We literally have the potato. That's his name. And they're like, they're focused on the potato. You guys have the potato in chief. And this dude does not even know what's going on. He's signing bills left and right past in front of him. Why do you think we care about Mr. Potato Head? Because when the election happened in 2016, you guys for 4 years said completely illegitimate, completely stolen, Russia stole it, everyone else deserves everything else except Republicans. That's what we've heard for 4 years. Everything was a lie, it was all a cheat, it was all a steal. We said, can we just look into the election? We don't know if it was fair or not. We can't really tell because so many things happened at 2 a.m. and stuff. Can we get a deeper look into that? And it was like, oh, you guys are the insurrectionists. You guys are the worst people in the world for even saying that. So we can't look at our elections. Okay, sorry. We can't even defend our own election systems. Okay, so then, well, what about the culture? What's going on in the culture? We're erasing Cat in the Hat and Mr. Potato Head? Yeah, it seems pretty stupid to even talk about Mr. Potato Head and Cat in the Hat. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? To talk about Dr. Seuss and stuff. Yeah, because you guys are the ones squashing it. Why are you guys demolishing our culture also? Like, obviously we're going to get mad when every single side, if you get a sweep kick and you land on your back and then someone else comes up and slams a baseball bat into your face, you're getting hit from 2 angles. It's like, why are you focusing on the sweep kick? The bat to your face is really what broke your head. Like, yeah, but it still wasn't nice to get sweep kicked. It's still not nice to get a separate side of our entire, what we've built, America, what this is. It's freedom. It's supposed to be a place where you can make whatever content you want. And if it's just like stupid, bad, racist jokes, I guarantee in America that stuff's not gonna like make it. The things that make it are good products, good jokes, good things. People like good. People don't just sit around digging for like a stupid racist joke that has no good meaning. They're just saying the N-word or something. No one watches that kind of stuff. And that's what they act like Republicans are doing. That's not the case at all. So, I don't know, guys. Just absolutely ridiculous that these guys are trying to turn this on Republicans. This is what Republican governance has become, hanging around with the potato. You guys have the potato in chief. You guys live for a potato. You voted for a potato. And making sure the potato is a girl or a boy. No. Trying not to go back 20, 30 years and change things and rechange history like we've seen you guys doing for years now. Stop it. Stop trying to change everything in the past. Yeah, maybe some artist had a caricature that was disgusting in like 1920. Okay? But maybe he had some good principles or something. There's always something good you can learn from somebody. You can look at me personally, and I bet there's a lot more bad you can find from me. If you looked over my whole life from God's point of view and you got to rewatch my whole life, you'd be like, this guy's a scumbag. But I hope I have some good views. I try to be a good person, but of course we're all flawed. Of course we all fall short. So are you willing to admit that? Are you willing to show that people are good and bad? Can Thomas Jefferson have good ideas and have owned slaves? Can we have both those things in the same thought process and say, hey, slavery is disgusting and this idea was good? I don't know why we're trying to teach our kids that that's not something we should do. Like, at all. Like, if Hitler said, hey, we should never hit a woman, and then he did everything Hitler did, you could still say, hey, when Hitler said don't hit a woman, like, that's a good thing. Women don't need to be beat on. That's something we all agree on. Okay? Cool. It still means the guy's a disgusting dictator who deserves to die and deserves to be taken out immediately. Doesn't matter. But you can still say, okay, he said one thing right there, and we're going to try and say, now that he said that, maybe we should hit women because Hitler said we shouldn't. We should just do everything the opposite of what he says, right? Is that how we live life? No. You say, what are good thoughts? What are bad thoughts? Where's my moral objectivity? Where is yours? And we all try and balance each other and make a better system and a better place to live. That's all I got for you guys. But yeah, if you liked it, give a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all on the next one. I appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.